The topic is interpolation with equal and unequal intervals. Now earlier we have already known about suppose y equals fx is a function, few points for x, x0, x1 up to dot dot, suppose xn are given. These are called arguments and their corresponding functional values y1, y0, y1 up to dot dot yn also given. They are called entries. Now in that case we have checked they are equidistant. The argument points are equidistant and the common distance was h. But here in this chapter we will discuss where these arguments may not be equidistant. They are may or may not be equidistant. Okay. Such type of values we will choose for fx and then we will compute the interpolation problem. Now what is called interpolation function or interpolation problem? Suppose the explicit form of a function, suppose the explicit form of a function y equals fx is given. Okay. Now there our problem will be to approximate fx by a function phi x which will be simple in nature, not so much complicated like fx, and it will take the same value. Fx and phi x will take the same value at the argument points, at the given argument points, that is given x0, x1 up to dot dot xn. At that given points fx and phi x should take the same value. In such a way we have to find out a phi x. So that means phi of xj equals f of xj, where j runs from 0, 1 to dot dot n. Then this phi is said to be the interpolation function. This phi is said to be interpolation function. We cannot directly find fx by that n values, so we are approximating fx to some function phi x which is much simpler than fx, such that it will take the same value at the given argument points, that is phi of xj will be equal to f of xj. Then this type of function phi x is said to be the interpolation function, and it will be used to compute the approximate value of the function phi x at the desired point. That is, suppose we have to find at the point x, then we have to, for finding the value of f at the point x, this phi will help us. That means phi x will be equivalent to fx. Okay. Now during this interpolation procedure there must be some error because we are approximating, so there must be some error. We are defining this error by Rn plus 1 x. Okay. Then fx will be approximating to phi x plus some error. Now what will be the error in general? In general, the interpolation problem, the error denotes by Rn plus 1x, and this is equal to x minus x0 into x minus x1 dot 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 x minus xn into f to the power n plus 1 at the point xi divided by, that means n plus 1 is derivative at the point xi by n plus 1 factorial, where xi lies between minimum of x0 plus x1 dot dot xn to maximum of x0, x1, xn, because we don't know which one is maximum and which one is minimum, so xi will lie between their minimum value and the maximum value. Okay. So this, for any interpolation problem, this is the required amount of error. Now for different type of interpolation procedure, the error will be defined there or discussed there. Okay. So the first in your syllabus, the first interpolation procedure is given as Lagrange's interpolation formula. Now we will discuss this formula in detail. Here we have, suppose given y equals fx on some interval close ab, and similarly given total n plus 1 distinct arguments x0, x1 dot 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 xn. Not necessarily they are equally spaced, they might be or might not be, and their corresponding entries, that is corresponding functional values, are given as y0, y1 dot dot yn. Now as we are applying the interpolation concept, so our work is to find some new function. So here in this method our object is to find a polynomial. Our object is to find a polynomial Lx, Lagrange's polynomial Lx, which degree is not greater than, that means less or equal to, degree is less or equal to n, and such that this Lx can replace fx over that given set of argument points, that means at that given argument points Lx and fx should be same. Now what are the argument points given here? x0, x1 dot dot xn. That means L of xj should be equal to f of xj at that points where j runs from 0, 1, 2 dot dot n. Okay, so we have to find out such polynomial Lx. This is our main work here. Okay, so for that reason we are considering a function wx, as the function taking as x minus x0 into x minus x1 into x minus x2 dot 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 x minus xn. Okay, this is our wx. Now try to find w dashed x, that means differentiating w with respect to x. What will be its value? Now this is a product of total n plus 1 component, right? And we are trying to find the differentiation or the derivative of that product of n plus 1 functions. That means we have to differentiate it one by one, keeping all the remaining n functions fixed. So at first differentiate this one. If you with respect to x, if you differentiate it, x minus x0, what will you get? The result will be 1, and keeping the other term same. So the first term here will be x minus x1 into x minus x2 dot 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 x minus xn, right? Plus the derivative of the second term and keeping the other remaining n terms same. So its derivative will be 1. So the next term will be x minus x0 into that derivative 1, then x minus x2 dot dot x minus xn, right? Similarly, if you try to find the rth term, what will be it? It will be x minus x0 into x minus x1 dot dot, except x minus xr, there will be the other terms. So it will be x minus xr minus 1 into x minus xr plus 1 dot 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 x minus xn. Okay. Similarly, the last term will be x minus x0 into x minus x1 dot dot x minus xn minus 1. Right? This is our whole w dashed x. We have chosen wx as the product of these n plus 1 factors, and we found the w dashed x. Now let's find out w dashed xr. What will be its value? Just put x equal to xr over this w dashed. So w dashed xr. Now check, whenever you are putting x equal to xr, whenever in that w dashed x, wherever the term x minus xr is present, it will vanishes. That means only that expression where x minus xr term is not present, this will be valid here. And what is that term? The rth term of w dashed xr. So there will be only the rth term, all the remaining other terms will become 0. So it will become, rth term is xr, putting x equal to xr on the rth term. So xr minus x0 into xr minus x1 dot dot xr minus xr minus 1. On the rth term there was no x minus xr. So xr minus 1, then x minus xr minus xr plus 1, then dot dot up to x minus xr minus xn, right? This is w dashed xr. Then we are considering a polynomial w dash wrx, defined as this one. We are defining it as x minus x0 into x minus x1, then x minus x2 dot dot. We are skipping the term x minus xr. Okay, so x minus xr minus 1 into x minus xr plus 1 dot dot x minus xn, whole divided by putting x equal to xr over this numerator and make the denominator. So it will become xr minus x0 into xr minus x1 into xr minus x2 dot dot. This term will be also be there, I'm not writing it again, and then xr minus xn. Okay, this is our wrx. We are considering this polynomial. Now multiplying both the numerator and denominator by the missing term x minus xr. So it will become x minus xr. If you put x minus xr over there, so I'm just putting on the rth position. So all the terms are present now here, right? And here x minus xr into all that already presented terms. That one. Now check the numerator. What is it? It's the omega wx, right? And for the denominator, keeping this aside, x minus xr, what is the value of this part? This is our w dash xr. So putting the value of w dash xr. So this is our polynomial wrx. Okay, we got this. Now check the value for a particular point, suppose j, wrxj. What will happen if r equals j, and what will happen if r not equal to j? At first check for r equal to j. If r and j both are same, then if you put the value r equals j, then check this will become x minus xj into w dash xj, wx divided by this whole thing. So it will become 1 when r equals j, and when r not equal to j, it will become 0. If you take any two different value for r and j, you will get the result. Okay, so this is the property of wrx. Then here, using this wrxj and wrx, we are computing, or we are composing actually a new polynomial which is known as Lx, and the value of Lx is taking as summation r equal to 0 to n wrx to f of xr. Okay, that means w0x into f of x0 plus w1x f of x1 plus w2x f of x2 plus dot dot wnx f of xn. Now this polynomial is called the Lagrangian polynomial or Lagrangian function. Now let's check it satisfying the condition or not. That is, it will similar, or it can replace fx over the all given argument points or not. That means L of xj and f of xj are same or not. So let's find out L of xj. It will become summation r equal to 0 to n wr xj, then f of xr. Now wrxj will take the value 1 when r equal to j, and when r and j are different, it will become 0. That means the only value will be there, that is wj xj, and r equal to j, so fj, and wj xj is equals to 1. So 1 into f of xj, that is f of xj. That means L of xj and f of xj are same. So this Lx could be our interpolating polynomial. We can use this to replace fx over this function. Okay. So this is how we compute Lagrangian polynomial for this interpolation formula. Now